we had to win it twice. Did enough to get 2 tries ahead, and then Todd kicked the field goal. And I don't know what it is in those games. We weren't poor after we went to 18-6, but Broncos got a smell of it and got a bit of momentum, and that's footy, I suppose. That's why we love the game. And they came back and gave us a real scare, and we just had to hang in there. Time was on our side.
Todd, you must be pretty happy with your performance in the 150th game.
Yeah, it was. I always put it back to a team effort. And said at half time when it was 0-0 that the momentum had to change, and we had to be the first team to get that change, and we did that. And when we did get the change, we scored points, and credit to our big blokes again. The Broncos big fellas stepped up the first 10 minutes of both of the halves, and we weathered it, and we come out with a really gutsy win.
Were you expecting that kind of finish when you slotted that field goal, or was that the plan? Was that in mind?
I think it happens when you kick a field goal. You sort of get a bit of a comfort zone, and all credit to the Broncos. They dug deep, and as Flanagan said, they got the smell of it, and they finished strong, and it went down to the wire. And that last kick at the end of the game, it could have went either way. And luckily, it fell in the big guy's hands, or if it would have been dangerous if it was one of their outside backs.
Didn't look like one of your best field goals. Looked a bit rough and ready going through that.
It was rough and ready, like all my field goal attempts this year. It was my first one. It's good to get one, so hopefully from now on they're a little bit better, but it's still the 1 point that we needed.
He was pretty good, wasn't he, Shane?
Yeah, he was. In that second half, we defended our try line there for 5 or 6 sets, and we had to drop it out, and then we got the ball, and Todd went the length of the field, and we just needed that type of performance off him today when we're missing a few stars, and I think that was the difference in the end. Seriously, both teams missing a lot of quality players, and someone had to stand up, and our quality players stood up and got us over the line.
It was obviously a bit harder as well, losing Wade pretty early to the game.
Yeah, it was really hard to tell you the truth. Wade's such an important part to our game, and to run with one down, but just on that position, Tyrone Peachy doesn't usually play on the edge, and he had to play on the edge, and they got a try down there because of probably his lack of experience defending in that position. Did a good job apart from that, but that happens in our game, and we need to handle that, and I think we did a reasonable job.
Any idea on what he's looking at in terms of injury-wise, Wade?
He's in a bit of pain. It's either the AC or his actual collarbone, so we'll just get some scans on it and just hope for the best. But I wouldn't think he'd be out for a couple of weeks.
Todd, are you looking forward to obviously next week and coming up against the Roosters?
Yeah, definitely. It's always good playing against your former club, and for me, I'm looking forward to it that we're playing a quality team that's up there at the top of the ladder, because we haven't performed against a good team this year that's higher us on the ladder. So we've got to prepare well this week, and it's going to be a big clash on Saturday night, and who better to play against the Roosters? They're in some form, and hopefully I'm confident that we'll be in the arm wrestle with them, and we've got to stick in it for 80 minutes.
You relishing the battle against their opposite number 6, mate?
It's the same as playing against every other number 6. I don't think he'd worry about me till Thursday, and I'd be in the same boat. I can't really concentrate on him. They've got a lot of class players, and I just got to prepare well for my own game, and if I can do that, hopefully I can bring a performance like I did tonight. And for me, I just want to keep getting better as the weeks go on, and moving in the back end of the year, because last year in the finals time I had a few injuries and my form sort of dropped, so hopefully this is the game I needed to spark the final run home for the year.
And Todd said it was a gutsy win, missing some players. What can that do, that kind of win for your club now, where we are in this last quarter of the season?
I said to the boys in the dressing shed, we've had to work really hard for all our wins this year, and we've had to play well to win most of our games. All the games that we've won, we've played well, and I put the tonight's in the category that we didn't play well, and we got 2 points away against the Broncos. Really pleases me. The way we played doesn't really please me, but to come up here, play like we did, and get 2 competition points, I'll be jumping on that plane tomorrow. Pretty happy.
They're going through a bit of a rough drop up here at the moment at Brisbane. Did they still have that aura about them that they sort of always have?
Oh, they're a special club, and they had a few players today, and they put in a really good effort tonight. And as I said, I thought it was 0-0 at half time. Wasn't a great scoreline for the fans, but we sure made up for it. Both teams made up for it in the second half, and I think it was a quality game, the footy in the second half. But all sides go through this. We've been through it, and I'm sure the Broncos will come out of it real quickly.
Right, defer placed on report. You have any concerns there about that?
And I was surprised there was even a penalty, seriously. Where, you've got to put pressure on those ball players, and it was a split second, if that, that he got contact with him, so he's got nothing to worry about, in my view.
Well, 150 games sounds like it's a very large number, and it's free chicken if you feel like you play 150 games in the field.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Had a few
little
holidays
in between, and I said it out there before. If things went to plan, I would have been around 200 now, but I live by the motto, everything happens for a reason, and if them little holidays didn't come, I wouldn't be probably sitting here now, I'd be still in Canberra. So I'm happy to play 150, I'm happy to play 150 at this club, and hopefully I've signed a long-term deal now, and hopefully I can get 200 and 250 in this jumper, and yeah, it's, as you said, it's been a long process, but really happy and just excited about the rest of this year and the future in this club.
Shane, obviously Paul got ruled out of Origin today. Have you had any word on when he could be available for you guys and what his recovery is going to be on?
I wouldn't think he'd be right for the Roosters game, but probably 2 weeks of getting back for the game after that. I think it's Penrith. I wouldn't think he'd be right for Roosters, but we'd only hope that he's only going to miss maybe 1, maximum 2 more weeks. He's very disappointed at the moment. Don't get too many opportunities, anyone in this game, to lead your state in an Origin decider at home, 1-1. So the pain that he's going through at the moment, I don't think he's even worried about his foot, to tell you the truth. It's a terrible blow for him. The whole club feels really sorry for him because, as I said, this opportunity to lead your state, in an Origin decider at home, is just gut-wrenching for him. So we really feel for him. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Very nice. You want to black and white?
Black and white with a bit of blue. Yeah.
Good to see you.
Yeah, nice to see you. You well?
Yes, very well. Yeah, on deadline, right to go. Yeah, very well.
Actually, it was her blue scene last night. We had no one else.
It's hilarious. You know when it was like when you start walking across and then you don't know how to get out. It just went, that's it, thanks.
Thanks for coming on the show.
Yeah.
Oh, is that one?
People are tweeting, still sitting in front of the TV waiting for everyone to for the sake of time.
Is she coming back? We're not sure.
Safe turn of the cricket.
She left on an upward
You need to make sure it's tomorrow night at dinner when you say goodnight. Say goodnight.
Good night.
I just want to go home, you know.
Yeah, it looks like it pumped.
I've been all